Ahem.
Yes.
Okay, this is number 7 of our totally dumb podcast. What do we call it? That's pretty good.
Wow, what an introduction. Wow. That's the best. I felt like Owen Wilson right then, too. Wow.
Wow. Jackie Chan.
Wow, what a podcast.
Well, anyway, we thought we'd do something different today. Start playing something kind of in the background here. It's not like a let's play or anything. We're still a podcast, just at least now there's something to look at.
Yeah, I could, just stick a picture of my body on there.
I don't think anybody wants that.
No head,
Yeah.
no waist, just the body. Just
The torso.
all torso.
All the time. Well, you could.
Nips to hips.
You could do that. Yeah, you could. But you won't. So.
No, I won't, but it'd be pretty good, wouldn't it?
Well, anyway, Mega Man X Legacy Collection came out, so I've been playing it lately. It's pretty good. I don't have any real complaints except use a Super Nintendo controller if you can.
Would that work for the later X games?
I've been using it on the X Challenge, and I used it on X4,
Mm-hmm.
and it felt pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, because they used a PlayStation controller. It's kind of similar.
You heard it here first.
You just don't want to use an Xbox controller. The directional pads are not the best.
So you currently hold a world record on this, right?
Yes, I sure do. The game's been out one day, and only me and one other guy are the only people who have done hard mode X Challenge Stage 1 so far. And, yeah, pretty proud of that one.
Yeah.
Until somebody beats me
Until somebody beats
later today.
What you do currently?
Currently have a Mega Man X
As
world
of this
record
recording.
of some type, yeah.
It's pretty good.
And I played through X1 and X4 with 0, and I need to go back through X4 with X, and I need to play through 2 and 3, and I'll pretty much be done with this set. I need to beat the rest of the hard mode stages, I guess.
The other part of the collection, is it not out yet, or?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if they were, like, releasing them in
I got it too.
a wave.
It's just...
That thing. A 2 wave.
They did that in the original, the classic set.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it was like months later or something. I can't remember, but they put these both out at the same day, and you can get them both for like $35. And I mean, heck, X2, if you wanted to buy the cartridge, is
Ridiculous.
$100, and X3 is $200-ish.
I was telling you earlier, like, X2, I've only beat it like once or twice because it was like so hard to find back in the day, and I just rented it and beat it back in the day. I couldn't even find it to buy, I don't think, really.
That's one I had as a kid. My uncle bought it for me when Movie Gallery closed, I think. Or maybe it was when some store at Jamestown closed, he bought it. $10 or something. X3 is the one it took me forever to find.
Really? It's not as abundant as 1, that's for sure.
Oh, that was weird. I've never seen that.
So, let's talk about the fact. You're gonna enjoy this segue here, alright? That it's actually called Rockman in Japan, right?
Yeah. Rock as in rock and roll.
Yes. So, you know what we should talk about that we never talk about?
What?
Music.
Well, we don't talk about music, do we?
No. We've like mentioned it a couple times.
Well, this game
We
here
don't
has
talk
good music, I'll tell you that.
Well, yeah, that's what I never think of. It's, rock and roll, Mega Man, X, rockin'.
You know, one of the
Rockin' in the bottom.
one of the achievements on this I noticed was don't take any damage on this intro stage.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually don't, but I'm sure, yep.
Yeah.
Of course.
That one shot away from it.
So, of course, I'll have to come back and do this later.
Oh, it's like so strenuous to come back to this point.
It'll take like 2 minutes.
Of course, we also have always talked about, and everybody talks about it, how much worse you do at a game when you're trying to talk.
If you have to talk, I don't even think it's that you think, like, it doesn't even occur to me that anybody, the few people that would watch this are going to be watching it.
Yeah, man.
It's more just the fact of talking over it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just thinking of something else and trying to talk while playing is different. To be honest with you, even if I was sitting here just playing a game with you, not like trying to do like some kind of of thing put out, I still wouldn't have as much trouble with them.
It's very different. In fact, right now I can't even remember who I usually fight first.
You can't have dead time. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You gotta be yapping, squawking,
Squawking
hooting
about.
and hollering.
Who am I supposed to fight first? I don't remember.
I'll tell you who I remember fighting first, and I have no clue what the correct order is. Overdrive Ostrich,
I remember I used to fight him first too.
but I don't know if that's correct.
I don't think it is, but
I remember fighting the Gator.
you know, for some reason I want to do Wire Sponge.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Wire Sponge, what a world.
You know, he's actually a loofah,
Loofah Sponge.
not even a regular old sponge like you would think.
Yeah, he was Reploid designed as a loofah,
Yeah.
and then he's like, well, you know what? I don't even have the Sigma virus, but I'm going to have it because this is bull.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that because I was reading about him, and
And that's exactly what happened.
he's actually not the loofah part, but he actually isn't even really a Maverick or anything. And Sigma built him.
He's just an a-hole.
There's very few of these guys
Yeah,
that
that
Sigma
doesn't.
built himself.
I don't remember that being me.
Something weird happened, and he just freaked out. Not even like he didn't go Maverick like they do. He just is actually crazy, regular crazy.
I always wondered why the bad guys, took their model after that old Western TV show Maverick.
Yeah, I thought it was from Top Gun.
Could be.
Or this guy I used to know at the Disc Foundry. It was Maverick.
That's less likely.
I don't know. I think it's more likely
Yeah.
that it's not true.
No, it's more likely that it's not true.
That's why.
So music. What kind of music you like? Blue?
Blue music. Like that iPhone
Not the
65
blue.
song.
Yeah, like that one. Blue Dabba Dee.
That's alright, I guess. I don't hate it.
That's not like the worst.
I wouldn't
thing.
define my musical
You know what's
taste by
weird?
it.
As stupid as that song is, I'm not willing to say that it's like the worst thing I've ever heard.
It ain't that bad. It's ridiculous. And
It's not
dated.
meant to be like genius.
Not a,
level of music.
Yeah.
It's just, it's like when we talk about movies. There's a difference between a movie that's serious and a movie that considers itself entertainment.
Right. Yeah, well, yeah, like Naked Gun or something.
That considers
It's
itself
not trying to
entertainment.
be a classic movie, really. It's just, yeah. I don't know, though. What do you... I've been listening to a lot of records lately, and it really helps you learn more songs that you didn't really know about.
From bands, yeah.
Where, yeah, you'll just listen to a whole record and...
Well, that's a thing. Like we grew up. I guess we grew up at the very end of where you had to like buy a CD and listen to the whole thing to figure out which ones you like. Yeah, man, what's up with you?
I'm talking.
Yeah. You're making us look bad. But anyway, back in the day, you pretty much had to listen to like the whole album to figure out what songs you liked.
Yeah.
Off the album.
Yeah.
And on vinyl, it's very troublesome to skip through the thing.
Yeah, you'd rather just sit there and listen
Just
to the whole
listen to the whole
thing.
thing through.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I don't
That's
mind.
embarrassing. It's At least it wasn't Chill Penguin.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have died on him at least, but
Yeah, I mean,
sometimes I'll think, okay, I'll just listen to a couple of these songs and change it, and I end up just listening to the whole thing, like you said, because it's just too much of a pain in the butt to go change it for a couple songs here and there.
I don't know if they still even. I'm sure some bands think about it, but I'm sure, like a lot of the production part, like they really went through to pick which songs are going to be on the album and in what order, right?
Right, yeah, there's
So that
kind of
makes
a
a
plan.
difference, yeah.
Especially like Meatloaf and people like that. I think that they kind of had like a story going.
Well, yeah, I mean, what do you call it? Styx.
Styx,
They had their rock operas.
And,
like, Mr. Roboto that everybody knows is like everybody's like, this doesn't make any sense. It's like, well, it still kind of doesn't, but like it does if you listen to that whole album.
There's a
because
reason.
It's a part of.
Yeah.
It's like the ending of a huge part of the album. So.
Who's the other one? The Who.
Mhm.
Tommy. That was it.
Oh yeah.
Pinball. stuff.
Yeah, like so. I think a lot more time went into picking what order those would be in back in the day.
Right, yeah.
Whereas now, you're more concerned with what your singles are going to be.
Yeah,
Because that's what most
and the
people
rest is
listen to.
filler, really.
That's very true. It is very different listening a whole album through than just one or two songs at a time.
Now, there's some, like, Rumors that I think is just a bunch of songs that they didn't really pay much attention to the order.
Like Fleetwood Mac, right?
Yeah.
I thought you just for a second I was like, there's just some rumors.
Some Rumors, yeah.
The album Rumors by Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, I think that they didn't have a plan for that. It was just a bunch of songs that they thought were strong enough on their own.
That works too, you know? I mean, I'm not saying it's like that for every old album. I'm just saying,
A lot.
I think it was more consistent back then.
That's something pretty good. It lets you save instead of having to memorize passwords. Of course, when do you not beat it in one sitting? What's the
Well,
next?
a lot of people probably
People now probably don't.
no. So, I'm taking you like a lot of the old rock bands, like classic rock, right? Since you've been listening to albums.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, what's some of your favorite of those?
I tend to go back, I try certain ones, and I listen to one once or twice here and there, but I always have some that I will go back to.
Yeah.
And it tends to be Toto's first album, Breakfast in America from Supertramp,
Mm-hmm. I forgot about Supertramp.
American Beauty album from Grateful Dead, the only one I like.
I don't know, not Grateful Dead.
I don't like them other than that. And then,
Are they the ones with the drummer that's got one arm?
no, it's Def Leppard.
Okay. I get those two confused. I don't
Def
really
Leppard
like
and
either one of
Grateful
them
Dead,
that much.
very similar.
I don't like either one of them that much, so it doesn't matter.
They're okay. Def
They're
Leppard's
not
okay.
like terrible, but I just don't really care for them.
They kind of remind me of Van Halen a little bit, where they're kind of that
Mm-hmm.
jock type of rock music, jock rock, is that what people say? Like how they always get mad at Brock on Venture Bros.
Oh yeah, because the whole
Like he likes Led Zeppelin.
loves Led Zeppelin. I like Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin's good, yeah. Most of those classic rock bands I like.
Yeah.
A few I don't like.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of old rock bands like that too. It's like 2 or 3 songs I really like them all, but everything else is like whatever.
It's
So-
tough to have a strong lineup of a lot of
Consistent,
songs.
you know.
Who are some that you don't like?
That I don't like.
Yeah.
This isn't really classic rock, but one that I who I can't stand. U2.
I could see that.
It is the most boring listening music I've ever liked. It bores me to listen to it.
Yeah, that's something that
It's not inherently bad, it just sounds boring to me.
I listened to them a little bit in high school, maybe, and I don't go back to them. That's for sure. I don't like Pink Floyd.
I like some of their songs. They're one of those where I like a few of their songs, but overall, not particularly a big fan.
Overrated, I think. And Rolling Stones, I don't like them.
I like, what's it, Money? I like that song.
Oh. I don't like it.
And I really can't think of another one I like other than right now. I mean, Brick in the Wall is okay, but it's played out though.
That's true.
But I can't really think of any other Pink Floyd songs that I care for, really. Who do you not really care for that's like big?
Those are the ones that came to my mind. I don't like Phil Collins.
You love Phil Collins.
Who else? There's got to be some more.
Jeremiah loves Phil Collins.
What the heck was that?
He's a big studio fan.
I don't know what it is. I just cannot stand Phil Collins.
I think it's the U2 thing for me. The same concept.
It's
Like it's not really bad songs, but it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
And he does have some nonsense songs in there.
How about some?
Studio and what's that one? I Can't Dance. I can't. The only thing about it is the way that, and it's pretty boring to listen to
Yeah.
because it doesn't really have much backing to it, like music wise. really, in the air tonight's kind of boring in a way too.
Yeah, it's really boring. I hate that song.
Tarzan. I bet you really love the Tarzan soundtrack.
I don't even like that movie, let alone the soundtrack.
Even the whole soundtrack, baby.
Baby.
That's one of the weaker old Disney movies, to be honest with you. I can't even remember most of it.
I can't remember a thing about
how much I didn't like it.
I'm gonna lose here too.
Yeah.
I haven't even got the weapon.
Doing pretty good today.
Oh my gosh.
I remember getting annoyed with this guy as a kid, though.
One more hit and I would have had him. Dang.
Don't do it.
It's just this. Speaking of boring, this is a boring fight.
No, man.
Oh crap.
Is that supposed to be blood or oil?
Well, oil is blood to them, I guess.
That's not what I asked.
Or blood. It's blood oil.
Blood oil.
I've kind of always wanted. I just assumed it was blood as a kid, but I guess.
mean, I did as a kid too, but I think it's supposed to be oil.
Yeah.
Because it's robots.
Robots.
Let's see here. I mean, like somewhat newer people. I like the Strokes, alright. They've got some
They're okay.
good stuff. The Killers are okay. I like Weezer. I mean, they've not done as consistently good in recent years as they did like the 90s. But I still like them.
I never listen to them, but I will. Like, I don't turn it off if I hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I like them. And of course, I mean, I do have that attachment because I used to listen to them in high school and stuff. So
yeah,
kind of have that like nostalgia stuff too going. I don't know. I mean, I do like a lot of older bands, that's for sure. I think the Dewey Brothers are underrated.
They are really good. What about? Do you like the original singer or McDonald?
I like McDonald better.
Really, I like the original. There's certain ones that they both, they both have good songs.
I'm not a really big fan of his solo work, though.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's better with them.
Actually, you know what? I like Michael Jackson stuff in small doses.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan, but same deal. Here and there, it's fine.
It's like, I mean, I don't know why he's as big a deal as he was, but I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong, but you know who I don't understand at all why they were big? Elvis.
Yeah.
I just don't understand that. I'll probably get crucified for that still.
Still, even now.
Yeah.
My mom really likes Elvis, but
my grandpa likes him.
I mean, he's not that bad.
He's not like terrible, but I just don't get it.
Yeah. No.
I feel like there was better people around at the time.
Yeah.
I'd rather listen to Jerry Lewis than.
Yeah, me too. Oh, but he has a scandal, so you can't listen to his music then.
Yeah.
I've never understood that. Like, well, I mean, if it's super terrible, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like criminal, yeah, sure.
But things like that are just. What's this? Oh yeah.
I mean, I forgot about that place.
You like charge up your thing later, and it gives you health or something. I forget.
Is that the microchip thing, or is that free?
That's
okay.
Who?
I don't know. I mean, that's like that with movies too. They're like, oh, don't listen, watch his stuff. It's a big scandal. It's like, yeah, but
that movie.
The movie's pretty good.
And lots of other people worked on that movie. We're supposed to just totally ruin everything they've done just because
it's not like the movie was that scandal.
Right.
Plus, usually by the time you're not supposed to watch that movie because the scandal anymore. The scandal happened like way after that movie came.
Right, yeah.
So it's already made its money. You're not affected.
Or things happened before, like say you watched a movie. Say like
Cosby Show.
I knew that was
I knew you did.
Say the Cosby Show, and you watch it as a kid or whatever, and you enjoy it. What? Since something happened back then, before that even,
that nobody really knew that much about.
Now you're not allowed to like that show anymore. I guess.
It seems that way.
You know, I wish if anybody out there uses OBS, maybe you know this, but I don't know if I. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say I wish it had something. The recording software we use. I was gonna say I wish it had something that showed like, are we recording right now?
Yeah.
But it does. It's just not what I expected. It's got like a little timer at the bottom.
Just like a stopwatch.
With Audacity, we could always just see it.
Mm-hmm.
But with this, yeah. Well, anyway, what were we talking about?
I don't remember.
You're not allowed to like stuff after scandals.
After a scandal happened.
Just because one person that was involved with it
It's like,
had a scandal going.
now that's like Bill Clinton. He got, a Hummer in the White House. I don't think that's not relevant at all to what.
You just wanted to talk about
I just
that.
wanted to say that. Yeah. So back on the whole music thing. Where we're talking about the blue song by what's it, Eiffel, whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Eiffel or something. What's some like just songs that are stupid like that?
That don't make any sense.
That don't make any sense. That are still like somewhat enjoyable. You let the dogs out.
Yes, we have no bananas.
What? I don't know that.
Yeah, I'll look that up.
Who's that? Bob?
Louis Primo or whatever.
I don't remember that.
It's not a very popular song, but
There's Who Let the Dogs Out by the Bob.
oh yeah.
Man, they probably were having the times of their life when that song came out.
They played the crap out of that song. My God, it was everywhere you looked in every commercial. It still shows up in stuff
Sometimes, yeah.
It's
Like this.
like right now, yeah.
It showed up again.
Well, so I'm guessing everybody loved our spin-off episode.
I don't know. You didn't even listen to it.
I did not yet. I will, but I just thought it'd be interesting to see. Like, I wish somebody super popular would do an episode like that, and you can just see kind of how people took it. I'd be curious to know.
I don't care.
Well, yeah, I don't either. I just wonder how many people on Earth care about old sitcoms.
We did at the time.
We did, and we do, but like, surely that's not a very common thing. Maybe it is.
We probably don't have the niche audience that it's going for, but
True.
there is an audience out there for that, I guarantee.
Mm-hmm.
There's an audience for about anything if you can find them.
Yeah, that's true.
There's an audience for Nazi propaganda if you can find them.
Well, yeah. There's a
I also just want to point out that this show is not Nazi
affiliated with a Nazi party.
propaganda at all.
No.
Neo-Nazi or original.
Illinois Nazis.
Illinois Nazis. That's it's Blues Brothers, right?
Yeah.
I actually like the Blues Brothers.
Oh yeah, me too.
Movie and songs.
I like a lot of that's the type of music I like that I don't really talk about much, I guess. But
blues.
like, yeah, older blues stuff like Sam and Dave and Louis Jordan and
Wayne Gretzky.
well, Wayne Gretzky. He dabbled in the blues in the 30s. Yeah.
I forgot about this little. It always made me nervous when I was a kid. But sometimes I like instrumental stuff. Sometimes like just for background.
Holy crap! That was close. No, yeah, instrumental can be good.
Some classical's fun too. I can't listen to it like all the time, but I like a little bit. And then sometimes when I'm working on, sometimes I'll listen to like music or lyrics and crap when I'm working, but sometimes I'll just put on like something that's kind of doesn't distract me with the words. Because somewhere in the back of your mind, if you're listening to something that's got words to it, you're still processing that.
If it's something I've heard 1,000 times, I don't
Maybe
think
not
about
as
it
much,
as
but you're
much.
still processing the words.
Instrumental, definitely, yeah. And let me tell you, I cannot work on anything unless I have music going. I get distracted every time. But if I've got music playing, like a soundtrack or something,
Yeah.
I'll sit there and work on something for pretty long periods of time.
He's talking.
distracted for long periods of time.
You know what's something I'll put on like, for mindless music when I'm doing stuff? Some of the Mario Paint music.
I mean, that's what it's for, I
It
guess.
is. That's exactly what it was designed for. Just background noise while you try to do something else.
I really like to use, my goodness, like Streets of Rage music and Donkey Kong Country 1 2.
Yeah,
Those are good ambient.
songs.
I don't know if I'm going to beat this guy or not, to be honest. I'd say it's about 50-50 shot.
Yeah. Oh, poop. This is one of the 0 people, right? Yeah, it's got these parts. There you go. As did better than you thought you would. Yeah, sometimes I put like Kirby music.
Oh, yeah, I could see. Oh, I don't remember that wall looking like that, but I guess it did.
Slip in some green grooves.
I've been using, I told you I used the demo music from my game, demo music for placeholder.
Yeah.
And it really fits. I used to never do that. I used to wait until I had something that I was going to use I made myself or somebody made it for me.
Yeah.
But lately, I've kind of been liking to use stuff like that.
Well, here, another thing is it can give you a feel for what kind of music you want to.
Exactly, yeah. It makes you realize
It's like,
what
okay,
works
well,
and
this
what
style
doesn't.
of music doesn't work for this level.
Exactly, yeah.
And we talked about Super Metroid before.
That music doesn't work for me.
That's one of my biggest problems with that.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh no, it works so well with ambient. It's like, it doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't put me in
Yeah, I
the
mean,
mood to play the game. Like
like Donkey
X,
Kong Country or
Mega Man X,
oh well, yeah.
Zelda, all that crap.
Well, their argument probably is that those aren't trying to be ambient. But okay, I would argue Donkey Kong Country is.
I mean, I feel like there could be more music in Breath of the Wild, but that ambient music works way better than Metroid.
Yeah,
Super Metroid, ever thought?
a few more songs would have been nice in it, but what's there does work.
Yeah, Donkey Kong, I mean, if you're talking about ambient music, that's...
I just think if it doesn't have a tune, I don't care if it's trying to be ambient or what. If it doesn't have a good tune, I don't want to hear it, really. That's the whole point.
I mean, in older game stuff, they mainly had to focus on the melody, so that's why that's more catchy than a lot of newer stuff.
Right.
Because then you get, like... I can think of, like, one Halo song.
Yeah.
And that's it, because it all blends together. It's all ambient orchestra music. It just doesn't do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a memorable melody to it.
Mhm.
A melody is what makes a song memorable.
Yeah, and it makes you want to hear it again. But that's just not what some people are going for. They don't want you to want to hear the song again. They want you to just hear it while it's on and then move on to the next one.
Yeah.
I don't see the appeal in that, but it's easier to make that kind of music, I guess.
That's true. Trying to think of something else I use. Well, I'll use some Yoshi's Island. It's
Yeah,
got some good stuff for that.
that works.
Really, like if we're like actual classical music, I usually don't even know who I'm listening to. I usually just find some playlist and just stick it on.
I started listening to. Oh, I can't get up.
I mean, of course, I know like Vivaldi's Four Seasons and stuff.
I started listening to Charles Ives.
I don't know what
He inspired a lot of the classic rock people that we talked about, and a lot of people just kept mentioning him. I'm finally like, okay, I guess I'll check this guy out. And he does have some interesting stuff. But the weird thing is, he was like in the early 1900s, I think. He was like a door-to-door insurance guy, and he wrote classical music, but nobody ever performed it.
in the early 1900s too.
Yeah, I think so.
That was when folk music was more
Or maybe
popular than
It
that.
was maybe it was late 18, but I don't. Either way, it
That's
was
okay.
it was pretty late. It wasn't like Beethoven era or anything.
Like in like the 1880s and 90s, your more popular stuff was the weird folk music like Camptown Lady and
Yeah.
crap like that.
Well, nobody listened to him. It's later on, after he died, they found his stuff and started to publish it.
That happens like with a lot of artists, movies, and music, whatever. Doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think a lot of it, either they don't care and they just want to make the stuff and they don't care about, anybody hearing it, or they spend all their time, since they're like an independent, being an independent game designer as little or as much as I am, at least I do notice that you spend all your time trying to just get something going and make it work and create the product, and you don't have any time left to go out and sell it to people.
Yeah.
And you don't usually have the money either, because you don't have, unless you've made stuff before. So I think that's what
I would
happens.
say for independent game stuff is your best hope is getting one thing kind of popular where you can use that to make other stuff.
Right, yeah.
Which I feel like is what the Stardew Valley guy's gonna do.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't expecting that to be.
Well, he was hoping it would be.
Well, I
but he
mean,
didn't
you
think
always
it'd be
hope
bad.
it is, but
He certainly couldn't have thought it would do as well as it did.
no, it was like hugely popular.
It's still one of the top selling things on Steam,
It is.
even now. Like has it been years? I guess it's been years.
Yeah, it's been like a year or two at least.
Yeah, it must have been a while. I was at the Coliseum when it came out, I think.
Stuff like that in Harvest Moon has some good packaging.
It does, yeah. Harvest Moon on Super, I like the music for it even, but it's only got like 3 songs.
If we're talking Harvest Moon soundtrack, I like actually like Friends of Mineral Town's soundtrack the best of those.
I still need to play it some more. I haven't played it a whole lot yet.
It's probably my favorite. Actually, of course, I played 64 the most because it's what I had at the time. It's the first one I really played a whole lot.
Yeah. I didn't even know it existed until later.
Oh, dude, I thought of out of nowhere, I thought of a song with really stupid lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that boy band LFO?
No, but I'm sure.
Okay.
The music.
The song that goes, I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh my gosh.
You remember that?
No.
I'd take her if I had one of this. But
I
she's
don't.
been gone since that summer.
I have no. I don't
All
remember
right.
that. I've
They
probably
were a
heard-
one-hit wonder because that was the boy band age,
Okay.
where everything tried to be boy bands because NSYNC and Backstreet Boys were popular.
Right. Oh,
That
man.
song had the dumbest lyrics too, but it was a hit song.
One of the challenges on here I just remember was
Killing the net.
let him go up from the cocoon without you hitting him.
Yeah,
Like,
you
let him
screwed
go
that
on
up.
his own. Yeah, I have to do it. I guess. Well, you know what? I could just die right here. I don't have to come back and do it later.
That's true.
Or I could have done it at the end of the game when you fought him again. Spoilers
Would it
over
count?
Yeah.
If that's a spoiler for it, you've never played anything.
I think I'll just do it this way. I'll have to come back. I have to worry about it later.
What about that Chumbawamba? What is it?
Tub
thumping?
thumping. I vaguely remember that.
It takes a whiskey drink. It takes a vodka drink. It's crap like that throughout the whole time. And then it's mainly I get knocked down, but I get up again. They're never gonna keep me down. And
now
that
that
repeat
part-
that like a billion times.
I do remember that part.
But that is one thing though. Like some songs can get away with like repeating lines like that if the musical backing to it is good enough. I don't know if I would say Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba necessarily gets a pass on that, but there are songs that do.
Alright. Well, that's all they do now is they put one little catchy thing in, and then they just repeat it 1,000 times.
Well, that's sometimes the music's not even good enough. So,
Almost every time.
most of the time.
Yeah.
I thought of a good example of a good one is taking it to the streets.
Yeah.
It says that a lot, but the music's good enough to get away with
And it does have a couple of
I mean,
extra
it's
little
got
pieces.
I'm not saying that's all a song can be to still get away with it, because that's almost never the case.
Right.
I can't think of a song that's repeats pretty much the same thing over and over again that I would give a pass to it.
I'm sure there's something. I didn't realize that that thing got bigger the whole time you're fighting him.
Yeah, you do.
I didn't know you could do this either, but like wait until I thought you just had to damage him.
Mm-hmm.
God, I've been playing this game for 20 years and I still don't know.
Yeah, you are dumb.
I know.
The Mothman prophecies. You know what's weird? We're talking about scandals and how you're not supposed to like stuff afterwards. Isn't like Scientology pretty controversial?
Oh my, okay. I was gonna say that one did one. Yeah.
So how come nobody ever complains about any of the Scientology people's movies and stuff?
Because you're not allowed to, or all their connections will shun you. You get blacklisted.
You got Richard Gere, John Travolta, Tom Cruise. They're all.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they're-
you better settle down.
You know what made me think of that? Mothman prophecies when I said that.
Why?
Because Richard Gere's in it.
Oh yeah. You know, I haven't watched that since it came out.
You think it was true he put a gerbil in his butt?
Think?
You know.
No, I don't know. Maybe I can believe anything. That was great. I mean, if you're a Scientologist, I can believe anything. You know?
He may have thought he was putting a plate up there.
I think, yeah. I thought it would help.
It's like, oh, this will help me drive off Lord Xenu.
And it probably will.
Yeah, I would stay away from him. He had a gerbil in his butt. I mean, if they
Yeah. So what's the deal? Don't they have to like pay a bunch of money to get higher up or something? Is that
Their
what it
money's
is?
involved. I saw one thing, it's like you constantly are having to buy books, like revised. Like they revise them all the time, and you're constantly, or writing new ones, and you're constantly having to buy them. And I think they're pretty pricey.
I'm sure they are. It's like magic underwear. Oh, well, they're just underwear, but they'll cost you.
It's a good racket. Who ever thought that up for the Mormons?
Whatever, Joseph Smith, I guess. I don't know.
I don't
assume
know
it's
if
him.
Joseph Smith came up with the underwear racket.
You don't think so?
He could have, but my God, that's some foresight on his.
He just needed some extra money. He thought, well, I got these
Also,
extra underwear.
I got some, dude, I don't remember this guy at all.
That's wild.
Also, this guy, I didn't remember. I could look at like that in the corner over there. He's got a hat on, and this, and he doesn't in the.
People, if you don't
So-
have a hat, you're a different person.
It is. That's the Superman concept. You got glasses, you look different.
Well, I don't think I have anything that really hurts him much.
How do you feel about that concept?
What?
Superman glasses. Nobody knows them.
Stupid, I guess. I mean, wear a mask at least or something.
Have you ever known anybody in your life that just showed up with glasses one day and you're like, who are you? At most you're like, oh man, those make you look different.
Like, wow, almost didn't recognize you.
But I still did.
And you're really not even meaning
Oh, you're
almost.
gonna die.
You really just mean, hey, I totally knew that was you.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
You really just mean, they do make you look different.
yeah, you look a little bit different like that. Not you are a different person. I
Imagine
can't
if, like,
tell who you are.
In that world. Right.
Yeah.
The world of not being able to tell somebody is who they are if they put on glasses. Imagine if he grew a beard.
Oh
Like
gosh.
Clark Kent grew a beard with the glasses on, and they're like, "Who are you?" I'm Clark Kent. What?
They wouldn't even recognize him as Superman anymore. Like, hey, there's a new guy taking Superman's place. He's got a beard.
That's like 5 or 6 different people added to that world.
Yeah. I don't know. That is pretty dumb.
Worst disguise of all time.
It works.
The alcohol, yeah. It works.
Yeah.
And I always wonder, sure, you know, most people, if you talk to them, as long as you're not doing a recording, aren't going to recognize your voice if they have never met you, right?
Right.
Well, if you run into somebody, you know, wouldn't you want to change your voice up a little bit?
What, like Batman?
No, I'm still talking about Superman.
Oh, you mean...
He talks Lois Lane constantly.
No, I mean, yeah, like Batman does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he tries.
He just kind of makes his voice scratchy, and that's it.
Where are the drugs going? I guess you wouldn't recognize me if that's how I talked all the time.
You'd probably get tired from talking like that. It'd probably wear you down.
Well, he probably has to go home and drink some hot tea.
Soothe his voice.
Soothes his voice. Gets Alfred to brew him up some chai tea. It's like, oh, my throat's killing me today, Alfred. I've been growling at people all night.
Talk normally, you fool.
It's like, most of these people don't know you, sir.
Haven't you seen Superman? He doesn't change his voice.
And he doesn't even wear a mask.
I mean, you just ought to get out there with nothing. You'll be fine.
Or,
Crap, I missed this.
how rich are you, Master Bruce? Get a voice changer. Incorporating that to your costume.
He uses like a Darth Vader one. That'd be pretty funny, actually.
Gets a Darth Vader helmet and puts the little horn ears things on it.
That'd be pretty funny. I can't do this. I have missed my chance here. Try it again.
How long have we been going?
About 20 minutes this time, probably 10 minutes the last one, so I'd say we're about halfway.
Alright. Gosh, that's longer than that.
Now, if it was X1, I could beat it within the
time.
Oh my gosh, I can't. I'd have to go all the way back.
How far?
I can't even do it. I'm gonna have to come back here later for that hard tank. About that. I don't want to do that, but.
How far from the record on X?
I have no clue, but probably farther than I want to be.
Well,
Yeah.
What other records are you closest to? Ninja Gaiden, how close?
I'm like 3 minutes from Ninja Gaiden.
That doesn't seem like a lot,
But
it is.
Yeah. It's all the stuff that makes it boring and that you don't want to do that I have left. Like, if I wanted to really be close, I would have to figure out when to get hit and how to glitch around certain things. And
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get him to aim up here so I can get hit. That way I can get the heart
I
tank.
thought you were just like biding time talking.
He's trying to shoot. I want him to shoot up. He did it one time, and I can't get him to do it anymore.
He knows what you want. He ain't gonna do it.
That's the only way I could get this that I can think of. You're supposed to ride the bike over there, or use the air dash with the.
I've done the back before.
I would have done it, but whenever I get killed here, it doesn't send me back far enough, so I can't do it.
Well, you had a luck, didn't you?
Yes.
You gotta come back for that heart anyway, don't you?
That's what I'm talking
at
about.
the
I'd
heart.
rather.
I thought it was a subtitle.
I'd rather not come back here, but
What are you doing?
just hoping I can get up there with a little invincibility.
You're all
but-
frustrated now, man. Think anybody would recognize X if he grew a beard?
No.
I wouldn't recognize him.
Hey, what's the? Is this the air? No, this isn't the air dash. Is it? I thought it was
you
in-
are huffing and puffing, son.
Maybe it is. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, well that would help. I'd be able to get
You're
it.
still probably gonna die.
That's okay. I just don't want to do the first half of the stage over again.
Whose stage are you on right now?
Ostrich.
Overground. I like him because he's got that big missile.
Yeah.
I'm always like, oh, I bet that's from like Iraq or something.
I think that's where we're at.
Yeah.
That's where Flame Mammoth was too.
Was it?
Wow. Oh, crap. Why? What do you mean why? It's just where he was. They were all over the earth, I guess. It looked like they were on one island.
Is this supposed to be our Earth or
Well, it's up
fictional?
for debate, I think. This ain't gonna work, is it?
Because you know, no, that was terrible.
Oh, missed.
At this rate, you'd be doing this whole level over again. Some games have the, like, they call it Earth, but it's not Earth.
It's
Earth. You know, Dragon Ball, its Earth is nothing like Earth.
Oh yeah, that's true. They do call it Earth, don't they?
Yep. They call them Earthlings.
Oh yeah, but it is not
That's
like
not- no,
it's an alternate
Yeah.
take on Earth, I guess.
Like, in Earthbound, like, isn't it like a parody of the U.S. pretty much? The Eagle Land?
Yeah, it's not actually the U.S. I guess it's just supposed to be like it. I guess I don't really know much Earthbound lore.
I just know the place, like, the whole place is called Eagle Land or something.
Yeah, and all the towns are named after like a number. The first one you go to is got a 1 in it. The second one's got 2 in it.
Tucson. Tucson, Arizona. Forsyth. I remember Forsyth because it was on Smash Brothers. It's got some, Earthbound's got some decent music.
It does, yeah.
I'm just not the biggest Earthbound person though.
Yeah, I'm not either. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I played through it and enjoyed it, but
I don't know why people go so crazy over it. If I played it as a kid, I'm not happy.
I will say I would like to have tried Mother 3,
Oh yeah, it's way
but
better.
they never did translate it, did they?
Oh, fans did. I played the fan translation.
Oh, so was it good?
It's actually pretty good. Yeah.
Better than
I liked it.
Earthbound?
I liked it better. Yeah. It stinks that it's got that Game Boy Advance
Oh, yeah.
faded colors and music's kind of choppy.
I do
but-
do faded colors.
Yeah, they've always got. It's just not got as many colors. So
Here's something I never played. Did you ever play the Mega Man Zero games?
I played the first 3.
Any good?
Yeah, the first one's a little rough around the edges, but
What's it comparable to?
it's a lot like X. Crap.
Oh, you screwed yourself again.
Oh my gosh.
You're really botch. This is a botch job. Botch.
Botched it.
I botched
Botched
it.
that one. It's just like X really, except Game Boy Advance. So, you know, not ideal system, but oh, that's so close. So close. I'm just gonna have to come back when I get the
Yeah.
gun upgrade.
It's not like you can't just save this too.
Well, it's
Like, it's not like you have to
saved.
put in a big code or something. Anchor Man X.
Yeah, we can break again in a second. And we'll do the last
Mega Man 6. What's that, what's the internet rule, whatever that, if it exists, that there's porn of it on the internet?
I can't remember the number, but yeah, people call it a certain
There's
number.
a couple different rules for things like that, so I can't remember which one they were, but is it like 52? I was looking it up.
Uh,
52. I killed 50 man.
kill 50 men. I don't have the weapon for this guy.
It's amazing how people still talk about King of Hill all the time.
And it's been off for years.
It's got like a huge internet following now, of memes. The memes that kept that alive. Blow up in the air. Alright. I always thought this was a cool fight, though.
It is, yeah. It said that he was the leader of the Air Force branch of the Maverick Hunters or something. But then he...
Overdrive Ostrich?
Yeah, but
That
then...
wasn't Storm Eagle, dude.
But then in a... well, he was later. But in some accident, he lost his ability to fly. And then
He's
they
a
put him here.
ostrich.
Yeah.
When did he have the ability to
I
fly?
thought that was pretty funny, too.
Alright. Okay, here's a couple of internet rules, right? Rule 50. Anything can be a meme.
Well, yeah.
Rule 51 apparently is long cat is long. Don't understand that. 52, this must be an old one. If something goes wrong, E-bombs do it. Remember
Oh
E-bombs?
my
World?
god, that must
That's
be old.
ancient. Okay. Rule 34, that's what it is.
34, yeah.
There is plenty of it, no exceptions.
I mean, it's a pretty good rule, really.
I like Rule 34.1. There are no exceptions. 34, 1A, in all caps, no exception. It's 34, is that one. It's funny.
As soon as you said, that's one of those things where I knew as soon as you said it, I'd remember.
Apparently there's a whole list of them. Some of them are ancient internet texts. Long cat, I don't know what that is.
Ancient internet texts, like some kind of old.
In the realm
hieroglyphics.
of the internet, those are ancient.
Is this even how you're supposed to do this part?
I don't remember. I've done it that way.
No, this will work. This thing here absolutely does not do its job.
It's a grappling hook.
Yes, it is.
Know who else had a bat? I was gonna say a Batman hook, but that gave it away. It was Batman. The
Who
whole
else
time.
had a Batman hook?
Batman.
Grapple Man.
Grapple dude.
Grapple dude.
Grapple sauce.
Now, if I'd had this a minute ago, I could have got that heart.
Yeah. You did. So
There's a thing here I've got to get too.
God, it looks so shaky in that part. Look at that. Oh, it's a good thing I'm a robot.
That's one of those things people complain about now. Apparently, it's one of the most complained about things in X2, what I hear.
Not that.
But like the
But
shakiness. But
that's
as a
supposed to be part of it. Right?
yeah, and as a kid, I didn't even notice. It's
I
not like it
didn't.
impedes your gameplay. You know?
No, I mean, I thought that was just supposed to be like, oh, it's got something shaking the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, you're riding in a tank, which I also didn't really like.
Now, did you go back to Gator?
Yeah, I had to get that enhancement and the heart tank here.
Where's the heart? You're like near the end of it. Oh yeah. Okay, I remember that now.
Now, how I'm gonna get there, I think is like this.
I thought it was the hook. No.
Well, you can use the hook, but I can never get it to work right. Okay, this stage is totally done. Got all Zero's parts.
Are we recording?
Yes.
I'm cutting that.
You can fix it in post.
I'm cutting that.
Your post now.
Alright, dude, you got through quite a bit of this.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get to
surprised.
the last stages.
You said it wasn't a playthrough.
Yeah, well.
It's close.
Whoops. If I'd went in the right order, it probably would have been done. I'm done with this place.
Yeah.
I'm done with the. Now I've still got one more thing to do
Okay,
there.
that's Crystal Slim, right?
Yeah.
Who's that guy? I don't remember him.
Magna Centipede.
Oh, okay, it's the same dude.
Magna. Done here.
Who do you think
Yeah.
is the dumbest Maverick?
As on all of them, or just the originals?
The first three.
First three, Wire Sponge.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, come on, Wire Sponge.
He's the equivalent of Woodman.
Yeah, pretty much. He's even worse than Woodman. Jeez.
Out of all the animals, they picked a sponge.
Let me go back and get this over with, so I don't ever have to look at this stage again.
You'll play it again one day.
I'm sure I will.
Plus, look, it looks like I rap.
IJ always complained about the music in this stage.
I don't remember it. I can't hear it. I'll hear it in post.
The opening part is pretty crazy sounding, but I don't really mind it. I will say, I think this one has my least favorite out of 1, 2, and 3.
The soundtrack.
Yeah, like,
I
one's
can't
the
really,
best for sure.
I can't really remember any things from this one.
The first stage of the X Hunter area is pretty good.
I think my favorite from 3 is Zero's theme.
Oh yeah, it's good. 3 has a few good ones. 1 has pretty much all good ones.
Yeah,
I just did not get that.
you can't do that. Right? Can
I mean, I'm sure you could, but I I didn't.
Well, yeah, you could.
I could, but I can't. You could, but I can't.
Oh, what are you doing?
I let off, but it was getting an item, so it didn't do it. That actually might be kind of tough.
That's not gonna be great.
It's doable. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you go for a second. Yeah, there you go. See, all you needed to do was kind of chill out.
Pay
Not
attention
stress
for a
about it.
second. Okay, that part's done.
Party's done.
What do we got here? This part I've got one thing to get. I really hate to go back and get it though. So far into the stage. I could have done this in half the time if I had known the good order and done it correctly, but whatever.
How many vitals do you have now? 'Cause I know you've been collecting a lot recently.
I don't know. I've only got like one shelf full.
I mean, I've only got like 15 to 20 somewhere between that. But I would like to go somewhere
the only
and
place
find used ones.
I've only bought them from 3 places.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of yard sales have been, I count as one, just a few things at a couple of yard sales. I hardly ever find any that are a reasonable price there at any of them. And then mainly I go to the guy at the 111 flea market.
Yeah.
And I try to go out there pretty often. I just don't always make it.
I like finding those used ones. I mean, I got some new ones that I bought.
I don't have any newer ones.
Not
All
too.
mine are 80s are the latest mine are from.
I've got some new ones. Like, cause they make vinyl prints. And, who'd have thought vinyl outlasted CD cassette print?
Yeah, it's just one of those things. A 8-track.
And well, nobody's surprised by
Who'd
that.
have thought vinyl outlasted 8-track?
People who
So I don't know how this.
had 8-track back in the day would probably be thinking, God, I can't wait till something refaces this.
I don't know. They probably thought it was more convenient. You could listen to them in the car at least.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they liked it, but come on, you knew that format wasn't gonna
Yeah, and I don't think anybody thought even then it was
the end all be all.
yeah.
And cassette tape, somebody probably was probably around for a while.
Yeah,
It was.
it was. CDs too, they were around a while.
Yeah.
Still are in some places, I guess, but
Well, I've seen things recently where some places are going to stop carrying CD albums,
yeah,
which I mean makes sense.
it's about time. Just like any time now, really. I
I'm
could have
not-
got this
It's not
earlier.
really like I'm going to miss CD albums, No.
Crap, now I'm out
Now
of
you
this
get out
stuff.
of it. Oh, man.
Got lucky there.
Yeah, I thought you were going to have to go hunt down
Some energy.
some energy.
Me too.
Some energy.
These seems to be energy resources.
Still the best dub of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Mega Man 8. Dr. Wily.
I think I'm pretty much done with everything except I gotta come back here for one thing.
What is it there?
It's a thing you gotta use.
Oh, okay.
It's a thing you gotta use ice on.
Way to be patronizing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing you gotta use.
You gotta use ice on, is what I was trying to say.
F you too.
Okay, here first, I guess.
I don't know if that's the music.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is
It's
either.
weird not hearing it though. I'm trying to remember. Now, one thing I don't like about this is they reuse the stage as the very last level.
Yeah, I remember that part in the front because it like that part in the front of this one. It's like in the background of some of the cutscene, right?
Oh yeah, it is actually. They really like the stage, I guess. Now here, this is another achievement I noticed on here is you gotta get through the stage without being seen. And I almost got seen right there. And this one you use. This is one too, actually.
1, 2.
Or no?
Junk. This is my junk gun.
I thought it said use silk shot to get to a...
How do you get up there? I don't remember.
Well, we could do this.
Right. You gotta move that block, don't you?
No, I don't
You
want
sure?
that thing to despawn.
No, okay, huh. I thought that was silk shot too.
Well, it
Man, that's
says...
useless.
It says use a silk shot to get to a certain thing, but I don't know what it's talking about offhand. Maybe it was on the third one, and it's like it's got to be one of the ones where it's a block, and you like set it down and use it to stand on.
Whose we was talking about
I'm sure.
music, and we're playing Rock Band X. Alright, let's just go ahead and name out the music stuff from Mega Man. You got Blues, Proto Man in Japan. You got bass and treble,
Who are gospel and forte in Japan.
but at least they kept music playing going.
They did, yeah. And you got,
I forgot it was gospel in Japan.
Uh,
Man, they didn't want anything to do with any religious references to it, even
No.
something like that.
Can't even be close. And then there's Tango in the Mega Man 5 on Game Boy.
Of course, the roll, we forgot about her.
Yeah.
Rock and roll. Rush.
Now Mega Man 8, the guy on there, his name is Duo,
Yep.
which has nothing to do
Well,
with
no, they get away from it, that's for sure. What about Rush? Is that after the band, or is it named a different band?
It's gotta be after the band.
That's the only thing I know.
X5 had all Guns N'
Oh,
Roses
wow.
names.
Yeah, Beat.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Dr. Light, not so much.
Who's Dr. Wright in Japan. Now this part here, I don't think I can do without being...
Dr. Wily's name different in Japan?
No. Unless you count Ryrie as different.
No.
No, I don't. That was pretty tough there. I usually just go down and don't even care.
Yeah, I don't. I usually just slam through it. I think I remember this part really good. Oh god, I remember this guy. I always thought he looked goofy.
Because and however many times that thing sees you, it makes him stronger.
Mhm.
He didn't see any, but he's still taking 1,000 hits.
He also reminds me of that one from Mega Man, the first Mega Man X that you get the chest armor
The
from.
green guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these two are the goofiest. Like side boss things.
Yeah. Well, this one's a mid-boss, the other one's an optional boss, I guess.
Oh, dang, son.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, I kind of zoned out there too. I was trying to remember what we were talking about. Oh, well, we just named all the music references.
I've been listening to...
Didn't they take out a lot of the Guns N' Roses stuff and
Yeah,
subsequent?
because in Japan, that wasn't
It doesn't
their
matter,
names.
yeah.
And the girl who translated it had no idea that it was music themed.
Really?
In a lot of the names. She just... Her husband liked Guns N' Roses, so
Mhm.
she threw it in just to be funny.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah. But their real names, everything now has a or not now, I guess, but during X5 and X6, everything stuck with a Japanese name, or they wanted it to.
Really?
So, like, what can you use this?
What about Axel? Guess that's supposed to be like Axel
Yes,
Rose.
I guess. Maybe
Is
that's
it
why.
just a thing? That kind of happened. Just a name.
If it turned out that was his last name, then there would be 2 Axel Roses in Mega Man X.
This is true.
Sort of, you know.
I can't. You know, I can't think of another game that has like a lot of music. Like just reference kind of thing. Maybe, well, something nobody talks about like that. One random thing that had James back in it.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's like Aerosmith had a couple games, and Journey had an Atari game.
I didn't know that.
And there's a
What
lot
did
of
Aerosmith have?
Revolution X or whatever, like on Sega CD and Super Nintendo and stuff. I think. I never played it, but it was an arcade game too. From what I remember.
I can't remember a Guns N' Roses pinball machine. It was a pinball machine of everybody, probably.
Speaking of Guns N' Roses, that's a band I
They're okay. I take them or leave them.
don't like. The music's
No,
okay.
I don't really
It's
care
the
for it.
singing, I'm like, who?
Aerosmith.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of music.
I know sometimes I lie awake just to
Oh god.
hear you breathing.
That's the last song I think of when I hear Aerosmith.
That's the first one. Because that
obviously.
stupid movie. What song do you think of?
I think of Dream On, I guess. That's the
Really?
one that comes to my mind.
Not Loving an Elevator?
I was thinking of that after, but I had to make myself think of it.
Or the one that would definitely not pass today's PC standards. Dude looks like the lady.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
I heard that on the radio
Did I use that
the other day and thought, good jeez, man, they would get roasted by people these days for that, wouldn't they?
I mean, it remains to be seen whether they will yet.
That's a good point. I mean, if they's ever doing something and somebody don't like them, they'll use it.
Crap, I can't.
That's what I was talking about with somebody. All this people getting in trouble on Twitter all the time.
How am I supposed to do this part? Do you remember?
Dude, I don't know. I remember it, but I don't remember how to do it. But you know, have you seen all these things people getting in trouble on Twitter recently about James Gunn and then Dan Harmon?
Yeah, and it
And
was
like those conservative people that's got in trouble, so they're firing back at people trying to get them in trouble. Here's what I came to the conclusion. One, Twitter is a cancer
yeah.
upon the world and the internet.
Yeah.
Two, you live by the Twitter, you die by the Twitter.
Yeah.
Because if you're all the time on there getting what? I thought that would get it.
I'm not sure. Am I supposed to jump lower or something?
I don't know. But it seems like the people that are on there arguing the most are the people getting in trouble. Because they make somebody mad and they dig up whatever they can on them, right?
Yeah, you make an enemy and fight back.
They'll find anything they can against you. So my philosophy is, you know what? Don't use Twitter.
Just
Just don't.
you almost have to these days for exposure. Just don't say anything on it. Or post any pictures. Just don't do anything. It's the only way. What am I missing here?
I don't remember. But
I can't charge up the other attack.
You're just doing something you don't know.
Well, I don't know what else
you
to
really
do.
need that?
Yeah. It's one of the achievement things.
Oh, okay. You're going for the achievements to get them out of the way. Huh?
Yeah, I mean I've done all the others, I think.
Crystal Snail. Crystal.
Crystal. Okay, I can't use the fire thing, and I can't use the air dash because I'm already dashing. Surely you've got to use this. Is this not related?
Okay, we'll end this after you beat Crystal Snail.
It sounds like
But it's gonna take forever to get doing. Can you not charge up like the fire thing?
You can't charge anything up while you're in the
In the suit.
I really don't remember.
I don't remember. Is there something you have to beat and it changes the level? Does that happen?
No, I beat everybody already.
Maybe you have to do Crystal Snail.
No, I don't think so.
Well, dude, they do that every now and then. It makes me angry.
Well, look up a video or something of just the heart tanks. Oh,
I'm just gonna look up Crystal Snail.
I'll see if I can do it before you look it up.
Yeah, phone's been like poopy.
Good.
Need to give me some extra time. I hope you do it before before I look it up.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm doing
Crystal
it right.
Snail heart tank.
It's got to be another way to do it. I'm just not trying.
14-second video. I can handle that. Alright, he's in the suit. The jumps. Goes way up.
What? I've never done that to get it.
And then he goes and hits that.
I've never done that.
Well, you can.
I'll try it this time.
I'm look up another way. It says there's 2. I don't remember that part. Did you do it close enough?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yep, you did. Wow, there you go.
Oh, weird. It let me charge. Huh.
Well, there you go. That's not the way I remember it going. But
No, I've never done it that way, but it works. It's probably the most idiot-proof way.
mm-hmm.
Like, you really can't mess it up, I don't think. You just gotta do that. But you gotta have that charge.
Punching all them pistols. I feel like there's always a level like this in these Mega Man games.
With ice.
Like, like a mine.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Well,
this kind of
every
mine.
old game has a mine stage.
Donkey Kong. Mega Man.
Mario RPG. Artie Lightfoot.
Yeah.
That's a game.
Just trying to think. Chrono Trigger.
Well, it's not RPGs as much. Mostly like
Stuff like scrolling stages that
Platformers.
just need a
even
different look.
Even shoot 'em ups have a lot of mine stages back in
Yes,
the day.
that's true. That's probably because it's just on the big board. It's like, what's level design suggestions for level writing? We've already got mine on the board.
Mine?
Right next to beach.
Enemy ideas. You got bat.
But what if the bat was a robot?
Robot bat.
Robot bat.
Robot.
Now you're talking.
Robot mine.
I can see that. Or they don't even think that. They're just designing the bat.
It
and then
accidentally turns
into
That's what happens.
It does. It's too easy to do that.
That's why mines happened too, because they were.
You're like, man, this thing doesn't look interesting enough. What if it was a robot?
Gives it a little flair.
Oh, that's just that. I forgot how stupid the helmet was in this one.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. I mean, you'd have to use it in every stage, at every spot.
Yeah, well, some people probably had to do that back in the day.
I never did, but I'm sure it would have. I could have found something, I guess, that way. This part always scared me.
What do you think? Is this helmet more useful than the X1? Or?
I was gonna say, it's a tough call. They're both pretty dumb.
It is a very tough call. What are you doing?
What are you doing, buddy? Gotta wait on that thing to come by.
For some reason, I'm just hearing Armor Armadillo. That's the line stage in the first one.
Yeah.
And what Volt Catfish is the line stage in 3.
Is that a mine?
I thought
No, it's Tunnel Rhino.
Oh, okay.
Volt Catfish is like a power plant.
Well, I couldn't remember. Because it's a catfish. Alright,
This fight.
here you go. We beat this and we'll finish up for now.
This fight takes a million years.
Yeah, pick the best one for the left. Apparently, they also like to associate mines with people with shells.
Oh, you know, I was supposed to cut wire sponge in half for one of the.
Oh,
I
they
can-
can.
I can do it on the second
They can.
fight with him.
That's the stipulation. You can't do that.
My-
It even says it in the achievements. You can't do it. The second
You
time.
don't know that.
No, I don't.
I don't either,
This
though.
just came out. When did this come out?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Like I said, I'll probably end up getting it for Switch just to have something I can play whatever. Because this seems like a good just pick up and go game.
Oh yeah. If I was gonna buy it for a system, I'd definitely get it for Switch.
Right.
For a system.
Let's
But on PC system, I guess.
Steam system.
That didn't take as long as I thought it would,
I thought it was
actually.
going to take a million years.
Well, he does the time slow thing, but he only does it sometimes, I guess.
Cops.
Time slow. Slow down time. That move called slow down time.
Making that time slow.
Alright, let me save.
That's a better start to a song than
Making that time flow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good start to the song.
You know, make a rap song. It'd be as any other rap song to me, anyway.
Oh, yeah. Rap, that's something I can never get into.
There's a couple that I think are funny and I listen to them for that reason. But
I'm gonna go get this thing.
I'll not do that and then we're done.
This is all that's left, and I just have to beat the last stages later.
No, nobody will ever see you beat those.
No.
Because this is
Maybe I'll record them, or maybe I'll stream them or something.
Yeah, there you go. I just can't get into the streaming thing, man.
If I had really good internet and I had it hooked up to my systems, I would do it all the time. But
it's not that I don't mind doing it. I don't watch them that much.
I don't watch them.
I would rather watch them just a YouTube video.
Yeah, I would rather stream than watch a stream, but I'd rather watch the recording. Yeah,
I would too. And I don't know why that is.
Okay, there we go.
But that's kind of the backwards opinion these days, isn't it?
Well,
a lot of people's watching streams these days.
Yeah,
it just feels like I have to be too involved.
I don't think it's that everybody's watching streams now just because they like to watch streams. I think it's
doing it because the money's there.
Everybody has to do it, so that's the thing to watch now.
Because YouTube has screwed their platform up.
Yep, that's the thing.
Yeah, I heard Amazon was trying to make up something to be a competitor, which now would be the time as many people are peed off at YouTube.
Yeah, now is the time. YouTube's at an all-time low, and streaming's at an all-time high.
Well, they did that to themselves. YouTube did.
They did. Yeah, they had to know. It's only a matter of time. Anyway.
Alright, well, that was something different. We'll put something else on next time.
Yeah, put on something, maybe something from Steam.
Anyway, that's been pretty good.
Mm.